This is a Squiz podcast. We're your shortcut to being informed.
Happy weekend and welcome to the Squiz Quiz of July. This is where we take a look back at the month that was and test your knowledge of everything that has happened throughout it. And quite a lot happened, as it always seems to at the moment. We've got a couple of experienced hands with us this month, both returning winners. Firstly, Claire Kimball. Hello, Claire.
Am I the returning winner?
You are I phrased it very carefully.
Okay.
First, I originally wrote old hands and then I thought, no. Experienced is better.
Experienced,
Old
exactly.
hands.
Well, old hands, you know, like you're an old hand. So that's why I changed it.
I've been called worse.
And you are you are a returning winner.
Thank
Absolutely, yes.
Thank you.
Not necessarily last time, but that's good
No,
enough.
very thrilled to be here. of
Another
course.
returning winner, Larissa Huntington. See, everyone gets a nice G up at the start.
Hi.
Hi, thank you for coming back.
Oh, my pleasure. Although I'm up against Claire again, and it's quite intimidating. I'd like to say I'm relaxed about this by now, but I'd be lying.
Well, I think you've been in the news every day in a way that I haven't when it comes to the month
true.
of July. So, yeah, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll both be fine. You'll both be fine. As always, we have 10 questions. They are worth 1 point each. And the final round, the Gauntlet, will be worth a maximum of 5 points. So overall, you can score a maximum of 15. Same rules as always. And we will start with the big news. And once again, we will start with the news here in Australia. Okay, round one. Question number one. Which common product did Australia lift restrictions on importing from the United States this month? Which common product that you will find at your local supermarket, probably, did Australia lift restrictions on importing from the United States this month? And Tasmania had another state election in July, if you can believe it. How many state elections have they had since 2010?
State election since 2010.
Since and including 2010.
Gee, you're going in hard.
Yeah. So Larissa's already given me a look of, why have you forsaken me?
I'm asking on behalf of the audience.
Yes.
Who we like to
2010's
think we'll be
a
able
long
to
time
tackle
ago.
these questions.
2010. So including 2010, how many state elections have Tasmanians voted in the last 15 years?
I need to do some mental maths.
There's a little bit of maths in this one. I will just give you the warning in
I'm not
advance.
great
It's
at
not
maths, we know
Yeah.
this.
Journalists generally are not maths people for some reason. So yes, how many elections? I can give you a clue. Is it generally?
No clues.
Claire's ruled out the clue.
No
Sorry.
clues. I've
clue.
got a feeling I might need clues later.
Okay.
I
You've
don't
got to
want
save
you
your
to give us
clues.
the clues.
Yeah. Save your clues for when they're really going to count.
Exactly.
Okay, Larissa, we'll start with you. Which US product did Australia lift restrictions on imports on this month?
Beef.
Beef, Claire?
That's the one.
Beef, yes. That we're worried about mad cow disease and other just generally being able to check it and make sure it's okay, but not so much anymore.
It's the technical thing. So we've always been able to get beef from the US, or not always, but since I think 2019. This is beef products that originated in Canada and Mexico.
Yeah.
So they can be beef like cattle that grew
Yep.
in those places and came to the US for processing.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of beef processing in the US.
Yes.
I know a lot about beef processing in the US. Anyway.
We've got time. If you want to just keep talking about beef processing.
Look, just so you know, I'm a treat at dinner parties.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Especially if people are eating beef at the time. Oh, great. Really want to think about this.
Big thing for our farmers.
Yeah. It's a really, really interesting, we can't go into it all, but lots of interesting little tendrils of that story reaching into other
Absolutely.
areas as well.
Yeah.
Tasmania has had another state election. How many state elections have they racked up since 2010? Claire?
I said 5.
5. Larissa?
I've gone for.
It's 6. 6. So they had one in 2010.
Yep.
They have 4-year terms.
Yes.
So 2010, 2014, 2018.
Yep.
Then it started to really ramp up.
Yep.
So one in 2021, and then one last year, and then one this year. So
Yep.
that's 6 state elections in total. Sorry about inflicting on maths on you so early in the quiz.
And remind us, Andrew, have they got a result?
Nope.
No. Still counting.
At time of recording, and I would imagine at time of publishing, we are still counting and don't necessarily have a result yet. But what we do know is that it will be a minority government and there's a lot of negotiations
Looks like
going
the
on.
Libs.
It looks like the Libs,
Yeah.
but it's
Not there yet.
the real issue with that is that Dean Winter, the opposition leader, the Labor leader, ruled out working with the Greens. If he worked with the Greens, he could form government, but
Let's
he
see how it
can't do
goes.
it. Yeah, it could change.
See how
you never
it
know.
goes.
The lure of the premiership could
exactly.
change things. Let's move on. At the end of round one, the score is 1 apiece as we get into the news of the world. Let's look internationally. There was a conflict on the border of Thailand and Cambodia this month, and most of the fighting happened quite close to the border of another country in the same region. The three countries border something called the Emerald Triangle. What is that third country?
I think I know this one because Larissa told me on the Squiz today.
Yes. And question number 4, US President Donald Trump is suing one of Rupert Murdoch's newspapers after it published a story regarding a birthday card that he had allegedly sent to Jeffrey Epstein. Which newspaper is he suing? US President Donald Trump is suing one of Rupert Murdoch's newspapers after it published a story regarding a birthday card that he had allegedly sent to Jeffrey Epstein. Which newspaper is it? Larissa, I'll give this. I mean, I always worry about saying this because then I feel like I'm setting people up to fail, but this feels like a Monty for you. What is the third country bordering the Emerald Triangle?
I was going to say, I'm handy like that, Claire, with the info on the Monday mornings.
Yeah.
It's Laos.
Laos is correct. Claire, did you have Laos as well?
did.
Yes, very well done. We had a couple of people go, I'd never heard of this, but as we've discovered, it's a long-running thing with a lot of history behind it. Highly recommend the Squiz Shortcut. If you haven't had a chance to listen to that, go have a listen. It'll be Squiz Shortcuts, the Thailand-Cambodia border dispute, if you want to look for it. Our fourth question is about US Donald Trump suing what newspaper, Claire?
It is the Wall Street Journal.
Larissa?
Yes, I had that.
You had the Wall Street Journal. You are both absolutely right. I can't remember the exact number off the top of my head that he's suing them for, but it's
10 bill.
10 billion. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 15 Aussie billion.
It's a lot.
dollars.
How many Wall Street Journals would that buy you? It's got to be worth more than the Wall Street Journal, right? $10
I
billion.
am so into this story. I spent a lot of time on the weekend reading about it. It's fascinating to see where this new information's coming from and what's on the table in terms of Ghislaine Maxwell, particularly in prison.
Yes, you pointed me to Michael Wolff, who has written a lot of books about the Trump administration by this point,
And the Murdochs.
talking about this. And the Murdochs, so right in the
Yeah.
middle of that particular Venn diagram. At the end of round 2, the scores are 3 apiece as we move on to the categories of sport and entertainment. Round 3, sport and entertainment. This is where things often come unstuck, although not so much recently.
No, let's be honest. This is where you treat this like a torture chamber.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, anyway.
I thought about just pretending that it was going to be round 3 video games just to see what the reaction would be. But no, it's okay. I'm sticking to stuff that we know about.
And if you're true to form, there's some team name question.
No, there's not, but there is some maths.
Okay.
Question number 5. Here comes the maths. The British and Irish Lions are currently touring Australia. Doesn't happen that often. When was the last year that they toured?
Yeah.
Yes. Tiny bit of maths involved if you know your rugby union. So the British and Irish Lions are currently touring Australia, playing the Wallabies and a variety of other domestic teams as well. It doesn't happen that often. What was the last time they were here? Which year? And question number 6. Sadly, this month we learned of the death of the Aussie cook and TV host Peter Russell Clark. What was the name of the cooking series that he hosted on the ABC that ran for nearly 1,000 episodes? So Peter Russell Clark hosted I think it was 5 minutes that it ran on the ABC. He hosted it for 9 years, I think just over 900 episodes. What was it called?
Remember it well, just maybe not the name of the show.
I'm sure you remember the theme song.
I do.
Of the show.
I'm
The
wondering
theme
if there
song
might
is
be one in the
locked
same.
in.
Yeah.
But what was the name of the show?
I'm kind of betting on that.
Okay. Question number 5 about the British and Irish Lions. Larissa, when were they last here?
2013.
2013. Claire?
Yes. 12 years ago.
12 years ago. Because, Larissa, I know you can expand on this.
I would want to know this one. Big rugby household. If they only tour here once every 12 years.
Yeah.
In the meantime, they go to New Zealand and South Africa.
Yep.
but we get them once every 12 years, and it's a really big deal for rugby fans because it's kind of like a once-in-a-generation chance for our younger players in the Wallabies to get to play them.
Yeah.
And they also get like legions of fans coming from all over the world. It's like this red army that comes down, but the atmosphere is amazing.
Yep. That's the British and Irish Lions are Larissa's beef, US beef, Claire.
They are so much more interesting than I am.
I think you'd both be great at a dinner party.
Yeah.
We'll start with beef, we'll move on.
I'm inviting Larissa over me any day.
I think that's a certain Venn diagram that happens there.
Yeah. Claire, what was the name of Peter Russell Clark's show that he hosted?
Look, it's not G'day, but that's what I've written.
No, it's not
is it like Cooking with Peter? No.
No.
Okay. Well, that would have been my second guess.
When I said this theme song, I thought it was Come and Get It.
It is Come and Get It.
Come and Get It. There you go.
Yep, it is Come and Get It. That is the name of the show. Absolutely right.
No, all I
go.
could remember was it's Peter, G'day, Russell, G'day, Clark.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
G'day.
G'day. One of the greats. One of the greats.
And where's the cheese?
There's
Yeah.
the
That was the
cheese.
other one.
Exactly. So what's its name?
Come and Get It.
Come and Get It.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is also the name of a pop song, but very different vibes to those two.
Very different
those
vibes.
two things. So well done, Larissa. You have taken a 1 point lead. I've got you at 5 points at the end of round 3 to Claire's 4. Now, round 4, I've changed it up. It's normally quotes. It's a different category this time around.
Okay.
It's food news.
Food news.
We're doing food news.
Didn't we just do
might
food
be all right
news?
with
No. So this is a well, we did just do food news. In fact, we've done 2 different stories on food, but now we're doing more because it was a food themed month.
Beef.
There was a lot of food stories.
Peter Russell
We
Clark.
had beef. We had Peter Russell Clark.
Rightio.
And now we have Brooklyn Beckham, who made headlines this month for using what unusual ingredient while making pasta?
I did not clock this story at all. Like, I think I have visual awareness of him.
Something
I
floating
think I
around.
do. I think reluctantly, I think I know the answer.
Reluctantly.
I love this story.
Absolutely fair.
It's excellent.
Yes, he was. He made some headlines because he was cooking pasta and he used a slightly unusual ingredient. What is that ingredient? And speaking of ingredients, what ingredient did US CocaCola say that it will now be using in its beverages, launching a new line after the news was originally broken by, of all people, US President Donald Trump? So US President Donald Trump said that Coke would be using a new product or a new ingredient in its products. What ingredient is that? Larissa, I will give you the honour of answering the Brooklyn Beckham question.
Brookie has been cooking. He's been cooking pasta with seawater.
Yeah.
Which he's scooped out of the Med in a pot off the back of his yacht. And
as we all have done from time to time.
He was making the groundbreaking dish. Sorry, I'm sounding snarky. I know. This is from the man who brought us avocado on toast. So
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's breaking new ground with tomato pasta, but using seawater, which some people said was going to be a bit too salty, but others pointed out the bigger problems of diesel and E. coli in the Med, which might
No, thanks.
not be a tasty
No.
thought.
Can I just check? Does everyone know who Brooklyn Beckham is?
It's a worthy point. He is honestly, you might need to correct me on this. He's the son of David and Victoria Beckham.
Yeah, Posh and
the
Becks.
eldest son?
Yes.
The eldest son of
Yeah.
Posh and Becks, yes.
Good.
Thank you for checking that.
That's my pleasure.
He's not I just assumed he was a universally known artist.
Not everyone's on a first name basis.
No,
of Brookie.
Not everyone calls him
exactly.
Brookie.
Hence
You know what
why
I'm
I'm
saying?
reluctant to know that it was seawater.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I
Seawater?
got that
Very
too.
well done. All right. Well done to both of you. Sort of. And what ingredient is Coke now going to be using in a certain line of beverages that it wasn't using before for the most part? Claire?
Cane sugar, but I'm going to fact check you
Hmm.
because I think they've said they're not going to do it, that was a whole concoction that came from Donald Trump.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure they announced that it's a separate line. Oh. So they're announcing a different line. So basically there was confusion because people thought they were going to replace
Yeah.
the high fructose corn syrup, which
Yes.
is what they use in American Coke,
Yep.
with what is often called in the US Mexican Coke, where
Yes.
they use cane sugar because that's
Yep.
what they use in Mexico and other places. And they said they're going to have a new line of Cokes that uses cane sugar, but it's not replacing what was in the original one.
Gotcha.
It's my last version of the story. I'll quickly check it now. Larissa, did you have that same?
I'm with you, and cane sugar.
It's what you're talking about. Anyway.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So well done to both of you. That will be 2 points apiece for that round, and that brings you, Larissa, to a score of 7, Claire to a score of 6, as we head into round 5, which is our multiple choice round. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question that has 4 possible answers. Only one of those answers is correct. Let's start with question 9. Which one of these songs did not make the top 10 in Triple J's Hottest 100 Australian Songs countdown? Was it A, Scar by Missy Higgins, B, Nosebleed Section by the Hilltop Hoods, C, You're the Voice by John Farnham, or D, Flame Trees by Cold Chisel? So 3 of those songs are in the top 10 of the Hottest 100 Australian Songs countdown, which Triple J put on late in the month to celebrate their 50th anniversary. One of those did not make the top 10. Which one was it? And question number 10, and I'm going to stick with a music theme here as well. Which Australian musician this month donated 2,000 books from their personal collection to a bookshop in the UK? Was it A, Bernard Fanning, B, Wendy Matthews, C, Nick Cave, or D, Christine Arnoux? Okay, which one of those songs, Larissa, didn't make the top 10 Triple J's Hottest 100 Aussie Songs countdown? As a reminder, we've got Scar, Nosebleed Section, You're the Voice, and Flame Trees.
I think it was You're the Voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Claire?
what I've got.
You are both correct. Do you remember where it came?
12? Yeah, no, I don't.
15.
15.
15,
close.
yeah.
Okay.
Very close, yeah. It was 15. Probably the one that I think surprised the most people in terms of how low it was, given how much of an anthem it's been. But by the same token, whenever you're making a list like this, you got to say what you kick it out for. And that's pretty tough with that top 10 that they came up with. So that's the thing. Whenever we talk about snubs.
How many people voted? Like 2.1 million?
Over 2 million.
2.65 million.
There you go. Yeah, a lot of people.
And all of them have very strong feelings about what they voted for.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was huge.
It's always going to be controversial.
I voted and I didn't have strong feelings at all. I was like, almost none of these are going to appear in the top 100, and that's fine. But, at least I've said my piece.
Yep.
That's the important part.
That is the important part.
Claire, which one of those artists was it?
It was Nick Cave.
Nick Cave, Larissa?
Nick Cave.
Yeah. 2,000 books. I'm jealous. I'd love to own 2,000 books.
I love
have the
this
room
story.
to put them somewhere.
And it turned, I think it was Hove in the UK, and it turned it into a complete collector's haven. Like they all flocked there to see. And it was quite a varied taste of books, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think he had like a cookbook for aphrodisiacs in there.
Interesting.
Random.
Yeah. Hey, look, whatever gets the conversation started at the dinner party.
Something else started.
What's your favourite? If you're just browsing, what's your favourite type of shop to browse in? Mine would definitely be a bookstore. I love just going into a bookstore and looking around. I don't know that the owners of the stores love me just looking around, but that's my favourite place just to kind of look around and potter. Yeah. Do you have I
like a department store.
Like the big lots of variety and options. Yeah. Like what's the one in the Harrods in the? Is that the big one in the UK?
Bloomingdale's, Saks, like those American ones. I think they do it. Like Macy's.
Macy's, yeah, the really
incredible.
Big ones.
Yeah.
Nice, fancy. Looking at all your Birkin bags.
That'd be nice. Yeah, I wish.
Larissa, do you have a shop you particularly like?
I don't mind a shoe store.
A shoe store?
Yeah.
The big or small? Do we like the big ones where there's lots of options, or like the more boutique ones?
I tend to find like little random things in the boutique ones.
Nice.
So yeah.
Excellent. Well, there's lots of options for that around where we are in Sydney. So it's a haven. All right, at the end of round 5, you got both of those right. So it is going to, as usual, always come down to the gauntlet. Larissa has a 1-point lead, 9 out of 10. Claire on 8.
Yep.
And we will head into the gauntlet. Okay, so if you haven't heard this before, this is how it works. The gauntlet, I'm going to read you 5 quotes from stories about an event that happened in July, or a major news story from July. You need to identify that story. But as Eminem said, you only get one shot. So make sure that you are sure when you lock in. So if you lock in after the first quote, you can get 5 points. If you lock in after the second quote, 4 points, and so on. If you get it wrong, you get no points at all. So you need to be sure when you're ready to go.
Do not miss your chance to blow.
Don't miss your chance to blow. Could keep going, I won't. All right. This is quote number 1. The voices on the phone are calm, professional, credible, indistinguishable from legitimate IT or customer service staff.
Yep, got it.
Oof, Claire's locked in at 5. Now, just to set the scene for you, Larissa, that means you have to lock in after the next one and get it right. If you do that, it'll be a draw and we go to a tie break. Or you can lock in now.
I might lock in now.
You're going to lock in now?
Yep.
Okay. Jody did do this last time and cost her the game, but that's it. I will continue to give advice. I will continue to be ignored.
Well, if it is what I think it is and I didn't, then I would regret it.
You don't get to revise it.
Okay.
So you got to pen
We're
it
locked.
down.
Well, I'm just going to read 4 more quotes for everyone listening to the podcast. All right, here we go. If you think someone is reaching out to you from an official capacity, hang up or don't respond. Go and source your own number or email to reach out to that person. That's quote number 4.
I now think I've made a very big mistake.
Larissa, do you feel like you've made a very big mistake?
Yeah, but I don't want to admit it yet.
Okay, all right. Quote number 3. The alleged culprit of the attack has yet to be identified, but shares similarities with a group known as Scattered Spider.
No, I've got it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm feeling better.
You're feeling better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Quote number 2. That is a hyper-targeted list for a scammer to go and try and compromise a multimillionaire's accounts. That data is way more useful targeting the victims than targeting the airlines.
I'm back on. No, airline. I'm good. I was back on the fence there for a bit.
Yeah.
I've missed the story, but I know what it is.
Okay. And quote number 1, this will really give it away if you don't have it already. The majority of customer records that were compromised are limited to name, email address, and frequent flyer number. And in some cases, tier, status credits, and points balance. Okay. Claire, what story is this for 5 points?
It's the Qantas hack.
It's the Qantas hack. Larissa?
Yeah, it is the Qantas hack.
But what did you write down?
I had astronomer.
Astronomer.
Oh, yeah.
What were that? The voices.
That could have been from, yeah.
Yes, no, not astronomer. That was actually my first option, and then I couldn't find like 5 good quotes.
5 good quotes.
There were like 3.
Really?
Yeah, just like they didn't give it away, because they all mention astronomer in them. So that is correct. Claire, well done at the death with a 5 point. At the Gauntlet.
That was a roller coaster at the end.
Yeah,
wow.
that was the Qantas hack. Those are largely just stories. Those are largely just quotes from sort of IT professionals, cybersecurity professionals. The last one from Qantas itself. I will take the opportunity again to remind you that if you haven't listened to Kate's News Club interview with Alistair McGibbon over on the News Club channel, do that because it only gets more relevant as the months go past.
Yeah.
And as we saw this month with the Qantas hack of so many of its customers, including some pretty probably high-profile ones who are in the Chairman's Lounge.
Chairman's Lounge, yeah.
It's a big deal.
Of course, the incident being someone getting in touch with the call centre, an offshore call centre, somehow getting access into the system by saying, I'm just doing tech support. Can you just let me in? I need to go and tidy something up. And then the whole thing was exposed.
Yeah, which is just incredible that's how it happened. So that was the story of the Qantas hack. Very well done, Claire, claiming victory just at the end there with 13 points. Larissa, still in the main body of the quiz, 9 points. Not too shabby at all. The Gauntlet has claimed.
You've got to take the win.
Many a victim.
Like, doesn't matter what you do in the first half. It's the last one.
It's all about the last hurdle.
I say that this time.
Yeah. Wait till next time.
Not so much next time.
Which is calling. Why is the Gauntlet part of this?
Exactly.
Well done to Claire. Well done to you. If you did well at home, thank you for playing along. Let us know either in the comments of this episode or via email at hello@thesquiz.com.au how you did, and we'll be back next month with another quiz.